Welcome everybody to Dark Souls 2. We're back with another slice and dice today, as we continue our descent into DRANLEIC, and all the splendor that it has to offer. Going back to the Lost Bastille brings back some good times. Sometimes to be in a Bastille is to be free. That's what they told me when I got my court sentence. I want my bicycle back. I know Jeremy Renner stole it. He owes me an IOU. How's that for reverse psychology? You think you can get off easy without porridge? People don't eat porridge for breakfast, and that's what makes them sick at night. So my doctor told me, and I'm fresh and ripe. He didn't tell me that part either, I did, because I like rhyming things. I'm a modern-day poet. I'm a goddamn modern-day Woody Guthrie. That's what I've been told before. I was on the news once, and they said, look, it's a young Woody Guthrie. And I was like, that's awesome. I was 8 at the time. What happened to my time?
You had a bad day.
I was thinking of actually asking Jack Sparrow out. I was like, I should invite him to come over because he's done a lot for me in the past. I was thinking because of his past deeds, we could have pasta. And he would think it was a funny play on words. He'd be like, that's so funny, Osborne. I'd be like, well, I'm glad, they're all for you, you know. But he's like, that's crazy. Then we'd take a bottle of wine and go sit in a pond and just stare at each other as our bottom half bodies get wet. Better weather with Chucky Cheddar. Chucky Cheddar came for his soup bowl, but nobody was there to have it with him. That was sad. That was a sad day for him. I'm ready for a rematch. Especially when that happens. Gotcha. Scrub. You're just a scrub lord, aren't you? Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of leveling up. I leveled up recently in life because I had 2 saber-toothed tigers come over to my house. And they were there, and they were meowing, and I stood up the courage, and I told them to leave. Both of them left properly and fashionably at the same time. And I was like, time is weird. And yeah. Really got me thinking into the nature of life and everything like that. Taught me a lot. Taught me that I should invest in a duplex. Dragons don't like visiting duplexes. Take that. And like, that's still pretty stupid damage. Strike is just too good. Too good and coulda, woulda, shoulda. Explosions will get you blown up. Did you know that? No way. Okay, hype time. Forlorn hype time. Let's do it forlorn. Forlorn these nuts. These nuts were meant for the forlorn. Gotcha. I did it. Your voice is kind of annoying. That's what my mother said, and then she disowned me. Thank you, Dutch. How's Tahiti? Cuck. I think if you gave everyone a pet llama, things would be better. If I could love a llama, I could love a person. Alright, come here, you bastards. You bloody bastards. I can squish and flick all day. You've got nothing. Swish and flick. Swish. Swish, flip, bang, gang. That's Batman's truest rival. Radiant Lifetime. That's great. The Academy would like to give you this award, Roger Reitman. And he's like, thanks. I want to thank the Radiant Lifetime. Well, we're gonna fuck around and we're gonna find out together. Good damage. Great damage. You can make this even stronger if you want, and do a lot of farming before you get to this point, but, you know, feel a little cocky, feel a little greedy. Oh shit. That's okay. Oh no! That's a terrible whiff. that sucks. That's what we call a pro gamer moment. That's my pro gamer moment. That's my gem. I want to thank Robert Plant for that one. Thanks, Robert. It was once so hot outside that I said, oh, I'm gonna get splinters with my arm hairs because they're so thick. And then I ended up just sweating a lot and chafing instead. Charlie Parker once came on a motorbike. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah, that's over it. What the fuck? No, it needs to be 30. My strength needs to be 30. My bad. This is why I didn't graduate the school. I went to like 5 schools and I graduated from one of them. It was when I did my garbage training course. Always wanted to be a rancher though. Don't tell a lot of people that. So there's some deep lore for you fans out there. Gotta really dig through the barrels for that one. I think I'm inclined to go check out another area. Huntsman's Cups. It's a place where people like to go hunting. They drink their sarsaparilla cups and then they go looking for things to hunt. It's one of the cooler parts of the lore. The Iron King is making sarsaparilla for people, and they're like, we can't handle it. It's killing us. It's making us dry. They call me the badass block man. I think it's because I like to play with Legos. Bonk. You know, in the horror genre of film, there's a category called slashers. I think they should make one that's called bonkers. Not like bonkers as in, oh, this is crazy, supernatural, Lovecraftian. More like, guy bonks people with a hammer. The only bonkers I know then is the Midnight Meat Train with Vinnie Jones. That's a bonkers. That's a bonkers. Oh, hello, zombie. You remind me of my cousin, Derek. Goodbye, Derek. Bill Brasky and Bill Braley sat in a bar. And they offered me a cigar, and I said, no, thank you. Want a diet. Haha. Sure, you are. That's a Pink Floyd song. Climb down. Don't be shy. Climb down. That's not from Pink Floyd. That's from Salty Rhino. You want to play bingo together? So lonely. Okay, well, I had to kill you, so. No bingo. A rabbit and a hat walked into a bar together, and the rabbit started wearing the hat, and that's how it became famous. I should come out with a book of all these facts, and then people can read it. I'd probably be accused of misinformation, so. Probably wouldn't do well. There's a zero tolerance for that today. And another Forlorn invasion. That's 2 Forlorns today. Shit. I'm not prepared for this fight. Oh yeah. You like that parry, sir? Get fucked. I didn't. There's a guy with custard. He came into the store. He was like, someone relieve me of my custard. And someone was like, I'll buy it for $5. And he said, Eureka. And that took care of that problem. Isn't that a neat story? 4 loins and 7 years ago, a guy said, hey, watch out for my loins. The guy said, okay. But then he got shot in the loins, and he said, you were looking out for my loins. And he said, I'll make you a pie. And he said, deal. And they got over it. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to keep running away? You're going to be a bashful little buddy? You think you're all that in a bag of beans, sir? You think you think your bot is so great? If I had it my way, you'd be not eating any shortbread data. You would have that. You'd have like crispy onions that were like 2 months old, and you found at the bottom of a pantry. That's you to me. I should go to Burbank, California, and eat pie. It's my calling in life, I think. Life of Pie in Burbank, California. That's what it would be called. I would see the reviews come in the paper, because I would write stories about it, and people would be like, this is riveting stuff. That really encapsulates my existence. Eating pie in Burbank, California. Easy. Easy, boss. So thank you for joining me, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for more delicious turmoil.